Linda Granat, a hospitality leader who elevated standards of service, left a legacy of courage and commitment in the community she loved and was a dear friend to so many. Her life began in Washington, D.C., where she was born on November 8, 1945, and continued living through her teenage years with her family and her one sister. She attended Howard University, where she received her degree in dental hygiene. After graduation, she met her future husband, Larry Granat. They married in 1970, moved to Seattle in 1974, and in 1975 welcomed their daughter, Amy. Linda and a partner started Seattle VIP Services from home as a part-time business in 1977, but quickly learned there was going to be nothing part-time about it. Linda's goal for the company was always the same: to offer excellent service and quality first-class events. It wasn't long before the company employed over 20 full-time staff and 150 part-time event staff. In December 1993, the company produced its largest event, a party for 13,500 Microsoft employees and guests in the Washington State Convention Center. In addition to running the company, Linda was a friend and a mentor to her staff, letting them shine to their full potential. The company became known locally, nationally, and internationally as one of the most creative companies in Seattle, delivering unparalleled service. By 2001, Linda had built the company for 24 years and was ready for her next chapter in life. Howard S. Wright purchased the company with the sale closing in 2002. Today, the company is thriving and is now called SH Worldwide. In the year 2000, Linda was diagnosed and treated for breast cancer. She lived a rich and rewarding life thereafter. On October 31st, 2015, she passed away. Linda forged the way for many, and this is why we're honoring her today.
Linda was a visionary. She was an inspired entrepreneur, and she really saw Seattle as a destination for meeting and for conventions. And as such, she decided to establish Seattle VIP Services.
Linda told me that she put the company together because after she and Larry moved to Seattle from Washington, D.C., she was inundated with family, friends, all kinds of relatives from the East Coast, and she spent her time being tour guide to all of them.
The very first time I saw Linda was she came into the hotel and she had an appointment with all of us in sales to talk about her new company. And she explained to us that she and her 3 housewife friends were working out of her kitchen table. And she had a small van. She would pick people up at the hotel, customize their tour, and take them out and about.
It was December 1988. The convention center had only been open up a few months. And the phone rang, and it was Linda Granat. And she called to tell us that our first holiday party that she had booked and was planning had gone from 2,200 people to 3,500 people, and we needed to revisit how the event was going to work in the facility. Linda was a pro. The party went off without a hitch and continued to return to the convention center for several years after that.
You wouldn't believe some of the events that she and her team created at the convention center and all around the Seattle area. They were fantastic. She was fearless. Oh yes, we can do a party for 15,000 people. Sure, we can put in a nice skating rink. Oh, you need a separate area for kids? Why not? There were no limits. Those were wild days back then. The convention center did not exist. It was a hole in the ground. We had no testimonials, no past business to go after. We were all kind of flying by the seat of our pants, and we needed courageous people like Linda to work as a team, move forward, and book business for Seattle.
When I first met Linda and began to learn about Seattle VIP Services and the culture there, she had very high standards, and she held everyone to those standards. And when we began to work together at the company during the transition, she said that one of her rules was support hose stockings and closed-toed shoes. And I said, well, for a couple of us, yours truly, I don't think that's going to work.
Once Linda joined our efforts in bringing meeting planners here and letting them know about Seattle, she became a very reputable destination management company.
And the other part of that equation was Larry, her husband. I remember we had a huge conference here in town, and it was a medical conference. Larry wrangled the buses. He had something like 70 buses going at the same time.
And he handled some humongous logistic situations in transporting convention attendees.
They focused on quality, knowing that our reputation can only be made once.
What Linda Granat taught me about the industry is how well everyone works together. And all of us here in this room are friendly competitors, and somebody coined the term co-opetition. And Linda was exemplary in that, and I'll always carry that through the rest of my working career.
Linda was a team player from the get-go. She went to every bureau event. She volunteered for every possible sales trip. She always bought a booth at ASAE and other industry events. She was the consummate networker.
Honesty, integrity, excellence, they were really important to her. If you promise something, you better deliver.
After Linda retired, she wasn't quite all the way ready to retire, and she developed a program for mentoring women for success, and it was a good program.
And I know there are so many people that are in the Seattle community that worked at Seattle VIP Services that can absolutely say that their life is so much better because of their involvement with Linda Granat.
She was really a superb friend and work colleague. I can't think of anyone else like her, and I will miss her terribly.
She was very devoted to her family, to Larry, to their daughter Amy, and to the 2 grandchildren. Did I love her? Yes, I did. Did she leave a legacy to the city? Yes, she did. She left a thriving business, she left a devoted family, and she left a circle of friends whose friendship will remain alive.
She was one of 10 women who founded what we called the Industry Women of a Certain Age group. That was in 1990. And of those 10 women, 8 of us are still here. Sadly, this will be the first year that Linda has not been with us for our Christmas party in 25 years, but she certainly will be with us in spirit.
She also insisted that we focus on living rather than dying. So Linda, we thank you. Thank you for showing and teaching us how to live and die with dignity and in pure joy. We miss you and we love you.